Hello and welcome back to a very late edition of the Slide Job Podcast. Well, perhaps not late for you, but late for us. I'm your host, Colton Smith, or Left Turn Central, here joined by co host Brandon Bull Davis and co host Ben Miller. I had some things pop up tomorrow morning, so we're here at the late hour to get this out to you guys on a Friday. We have a lot to talk about. The biggest one coming out just yesterday, or no, earlier today, that Dodge could return to the NASCAR Cup Series as soon as 2027. Bull, you're the one who sent it to the group chat, so I'll let you take it away here.
Yeah, so originally Dodge was targeting for 2028 to make the return to the Cup Series. However, it was reported by Jordan Bianchi today that it could potentially be as early as 2027. The body has already started undergoing wind tunnel testing. And then the big key advancement was in the last couple weeks, they were struggling with how they were going to with the engines, how they would produce engines. And as he stated in the article, there has been a big breakthrough in recent weeks in how
Hmm.
they would produce engines. And mind you, this article comes out one day after it was announced that Roush is going to partnership with Ram to make an engine for the truck. So I don't know if
Was that officially for the truck series, or that was just for regular Ram
that
trucks,
that was
right?
just for a regular Ram truck.
Right.
So I don't know if that's one of the big breakthroughs. It could just be a coincidence that this article comes out. But it says in the article that that was one of the big struggles that they were looking through for 2027 was how they were going to produce engines. That announcement comes out yesterday, and then today it's reported that it could be 2027. Like I said, that the body has already started undergoing uh, the wind testing, so they're shooting for it. It would be Colleague with their two charters. Um, I, I know there was some reports online that I saw. Colton mentioned it as well. RFK potentially going because of that announcement yesterday. Brad Keselowski did come out and say that they've got a partnership with Ford. Basically, they're not going anywhere. It's just internet talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean that would be crazy if Dodge would return to the Cup Series next year. I mean that'd be great for the sport, obviously, because when you go back a couple of years back, that Dodge, they definitely had a lot of success. I mean, I think of drivers like Brad Keselowski won a championship in 2012. Um, uh, One to slip my mind. Casey Kane had a lot of success. So, but yeah, overall, Dodge, they just had a lot of success in the Cup Series, and I feel like they're due for a return. But yeah, that is interesting to think that what if RFK went from Ford to Dodge? Because I feel like right now they're not the most competitive team in the garage right now in the NASCAR Cup Series, but I mean, with them, it's always been Ford, and it just has to stay that way.
While I do agree they're not as competitive as the Roush of old, they've probably been the best Ford team this year. No, like outside of Ryan Blaney, obviously being the best Ford car and driver this year. I mean, Chris Buescher's right there in seventh place in the points, and while the 6 and the 60 fell off a cliff there for the month of June and some of May, I feel like regardless, you look at the 22 and the 2, and they're right in the mix with them there at the bottom. So I feel like outside of Blaney being better, the best driver in the Ford camp, I feel like Roush has performed just as well, if not better, especially before the month of June. Definitely better than what Penske has been putting out there as of recent. So um, it seems like it's more of a Ford thing, and that's where I'm going to, because I also was like, makes a lot of sense for Roush to make this move, other than the fact they've been blue oval since what, day one. Um, I it There's four charters in the game here. Four free charters allegedly is what I saw will be awarded to that of uh, Ram. So or Dodge. Keep on saying Ram because that's what they are in the Truck Series. But um, so I mean that just begs the question with colleague already having two, will they have colleague be a four team? But then how does that even work? How would that even maybe I misread an article there, so I'm sorry for spewing misinformation.
I thought I read that they were not going to. Yeah, so in the article it says Dodge's is expected return to Cup will not trigger NASCAR to increase the number of charters
Okay.
available from 36 to 40.
Okay, that's my apologies. I misread that. I must have read that incorrectly or something. I should have confirmed that. It's been a long day. Anyways, so where my point was going to, if I'm Ford, I'm about to have to compete with Dodge now. Like they're struggling enough trying to compete with Chevy in a down year and Toyota, and well, this is Toyota's year. What happens when Dodge opens up? And we've seen it's been a very slow progression for Ram in the Truck Series, but I, I'd really start to question maybe is there Penske's not as aligned with Ford. They were at Dodge until Dodge left the sport. Is there a
Right.
world where a Penske makes a jump such as that once they get their Dodge gets their shit in order? Colleague obviously is probably begging Dodge to jump into the Cup Series. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting dynamic when Dodge does jump in here, hopefully in 2027.
Yeah, I think that would be the best thing for the NASCAR. Go
Mhm.
back to four manufacturers,
Hmm.
and I can't wait to see who, if they do pull another team. Um, I can't think of another team that would be interested currently that would.
Trackhouse might be shopping the idea. I feel
I
like
think
Trackhouse
That's
has to be shopping the idea with how piss poor it's been over there. I feel like they have to be at least shopping the idea of maybe trying to jump to Dodge. I mean, SVG is
yeah,
really the only thing they have going for them right now.
well
yeah, exactly.
they got
Yeah, that is a good point.
two road course guys on their roster for five
Right,
races out of the year.
right,
You can't expect too
Mhm.
much from them.
right.
Yeah,
But you look at Ross Chastain and the way that performance is. That's the telling part for me. Like I finished
yeah,
second in the points just 4 years ago. It's already been 4 years. Damn.
yeah.
But moving on, we have a lot to talk about today. We got the in-season tournament and all of that stuff. Let's get back on track here. I mentioned the team that will be the first one to jump to Dodge, Colleague. They actually had an interesting, not necessarily announcement, but confirmation, and it's that AJ Allmendinger at the age of 44 is in it for the long haul with Colleague, and apparently has a ride there as long as he wants. The details were I believe he'll be there until 2029 with an option to extend through 2032, which would put him at the age of 50. But as I mentioned on the live stream and when I saw this, AJ Allmendinger is honestly in the prime of his career, low key, like 20th place in the point standings right now with no Chevy support at Colleague, miles ahead of his teammate Ty Dillon. Um, I'm happy for it. I think this is something that is he shocking the world? No, but he can always compete for a win at a road course. Well, not with SVG anymore, but he can always compete for a top five at a road course and do his thing. And he's honestly improved across the board at the ovals and whatnot. So I'd be really curious to see if Dodge can, give colleague if colleague is really the truly number one, getting the most development money time from Dodge. I would be really interested to see what AJ Allmendinger looks at the flagship driver of that team. But I do feel like there is going to be a prospect or somebody to jump up that pipeline. But really quickly, what are your guys' thoughts? Starting with Ben.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not surprising because AJ Allmendinger. I mean, he definitely has a great relationship with the people at Colleague Racing. I mean, Matt Colleague, Chris Rice, and all those guys. And but yeah, I feel like with the way that he's been performing on road courses this year. I mean, obviously he can't compete for a win with SVG, just like you said, Colton, but he can compete for a top five, and he's definitely improving at the ovals. So but yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised by this. I mean, with the relationship that those guys have with AJ Allmendinger, I mean, I knew that he was going to stay there until he decides to retire. So, but yeah, more more years of calling for AJ Allmendinger, and look forward to seeing it.
I I ultimately love the decision. Uh, AJ Allmendinger is not a guy that's going to go out compete for a win every week. He's not going to be competing with Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson. But you know what he is going to do? He's going to bust his ass and he's going to work hard and he's going to show the young prospects that they are going to bring in the right way to do it, how to work and get that program started off right. He's a good guy to start a program around, especially if Dodge does come in 2027. He's a great pick to build that team around. A good veteran,
Absolutely.
show some of the new guys how to get it done, what it takes in the Cup Series.
Yep, and stay away from
Yep.
5-hour energy. Moving along to our last point here. I forgot what my last point was. I just wanted to make that joke. What was the other talking point we were going to bring up? Help me, guys.
Wasn't it Heim and Hocevar?
Yes, Hyman Hocevar. Yeah, I wanted to briefly
Yeah.
mention that as they have been going back and forth on Twitter, having an absolute ball. It all started with Carson Hocevar hosting, or no, it did not start there. It just started with simply a tweet, right, of Corey Haim responding to
A fan said
saying, "You got it, Bull. You were on there."
basically said that you had to move Hocevar to win. 77 is going to remember this. And Heim quote tweeted it. And earlier in the year, NASCAR did a video with all the drivers. And Hocevar said, just move them out of the way and wreck them. Well, Heim took the gif of that and retweeted that. And then it just started from there. Hocevar then commented back with the Dexter gif.
Yep.
So then it leads into the Dell Jr. show where Hocevar was hosting, and Heim couldn't call in, and Hocevar made a comment about it, and Heim responded to the video that was tweeted out and said something along the lines of, "Sorry, my Spectrum service is out again." And Hocevar, then they basically ended up going back and forth. I absolutely love this. Like this week on Twitter has been for NASCAR has been awesome. Like Hocevar is all over the place right now. Like I don't know if you saw
Kay Adams DMs.
Kay Adams.
I mean, half the sports world has done that, but we'll take it. Additionally, I love Xfinity Racing. Responded to Heim after he said, "I'll use the extra cash to upgrade to Xfinity." And Xfinity Racing goes, "We won't need the extra with our 5-year price guarantee. We're Xfinity fast at Coronado." That gave me flashbacks to when every driver at the end of the Xfinity race would say "fast like Xfinity Internet" for that bonus check. But yeah, it's been just another one of those weeks in NASCAR that we honestly weren't accustomed to for a while, but starting to get a little accustomed to it, where NASCAR is being talked about, and the rivalry between Heim and Hocevar can most certainly spark that. And hopefully, it's not going to be Jeff Gordon and Tail. Let's be honest here, but
Yeah,
it has something to be very entertaining for the fans, and hopefully keep them watching as these two compete for championships within the next couple of years. So, yeah, just wanted to go down that avenue for a second, but let's go ahead and try to probably somewhat summarize our in-season tournament challenge brackets here. As the bracket is set starting here at Sonoma this weekend, going all the way through to Indianapolis, the championship round. So I think how we'll do this is we'll start on one side of the bracket, and then I'll give my picks. Bull will give his, and then Ben will give his, and then we'll go to the other side. Just like starting in round one, and then the other side of round one, and then just kind of trickle our way through. So I'll go ahead and get things started here with round one, where Tyler Reddick goes up against Alex Bowman. I got him taking down the guy who literally has his crew chief fighting against him right now. Austin Cindric and Brad. It's a road course. I'll take Cindric. Suarez and Todd Gilliland. I'm taking Daniel Suarez in that one. And then you have Zane Smith and Carson Hocevar, which I actually have my first upset. Zane Smith is kind of the truth at the road courses. And while Hocevar is a good road course racer, I just think Zane Smith's going to get the best of him. And if you look at in the next gen era, Zane Smith has finished higher at road courses more often and has never finished behind Hocevar at Sonoma. So give me Zane Smith on that one, and then Chase Briscoe and AJ Allmendinger. I'm taking a flyer on AJ Allmendinger, who is just a road course ringer, man. We were talking about him earlier today. I will take the dinger, and then Ty Gibbs and Austin Dillon. I'm taking Ty Gibbs. It's simple enough. Michael McDowell, Bubba Wallace. I'm going McDowell. Bubba has improved on the road courses, but McDowell is also really good at the road courses. So I'll take McDowell here. And then Chase Elliott and Noah Gragson. Bull, go ahead.
I'm just gonna make this pretty easy. I literally have the exact same first round.
Okay. Exactly the same. You didn't even take Bubba over McDowell.
I did not.
Interesting. All right. All right. So my first round, gentlemen. Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman. I'm going to take Tyler Reddick in this one. I mean, when you go to a road course like Sonoma, you definitely can't ignore Tyler Reddick. So great road course racer. And I feel like he's going to have the advantage over Alex Bowman. And I got Austin Cindric over Brad Keselowski. I feel like Cindric, he's going to have the edge over Keselowski because Keselowski has just been god awful at these road courses, especially in this next gen car. So I think the two of Cindric will advance. And I got Daniel Suarez over Todd Gilliland. I mean, Daniel Suarez, great road course racer. He knows how to get around Sonoma. Does have a win in 2022, his first career win. So I feel like he's got the edge in this one. And then I also got Zane Smith over Carson Hocevar. I feel like even though Hocevar, he had a good run going last week at San Diego until time happened at the end of the race. But I feel like Zane Smith at the end of in these road course races, I feel like that he's going to have the advantage. And then moving on to Briscoe versus Allmendinger. I got the dinger in this one. I mean, he's been strong at the road courses all year, and I feel like that he's going to continue that momentum as we go into wine country. So I feel like this is going to be a battle between Briscoe and Dinger, but I feel like the Dinger is going to have the advantage. And then Ty Gibbs, Austin Dillon. I got Ty Gibbs in this one. I mean, even though it wasn't too long ago that Austin Dillon got a top 10 at Watkins Glen, but I feel like Gibbs, he's the more talented road course racer, and I feel like he'll easily advance. And then my next one, Bubba Wallace, Michael McDowell. I got McDowell in this one. I mean, another great road course racer. Like you mentioned, Colton, Bubba is getting better at the road courses. I mean, he got a second place finish last week to his teammate Corey Heim in San Diego. So I mean, I can definitely see Bubba being a factor. I mean, coming off momentum, like I mentioned, but I feel like McDowell has the edge in this one. And then last one, it's obvious, fellas. I got Chase Elliott over Noah Gragson.
So we all three have the same exact first round left side of the bracket. How about that?
Yeah.
I think I may change things up here on the right side of the bracket. I have Ty Dillon over Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin in the next gen era has never finished higher than Ty Dillon at Sonoma. I think that streak continues. I think there is some bad juju with the 11 camp in Sonoma. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Give me Ty Dillon, the hero of last season's in-season tournament. Next up, we got Eric Jones and Joey Logano. Both are just kind of at road courses. I'm going to lean Logano because this is a playoff format, and you know he loves those. Chris Buescher and John Hunter Nemechek. I'm going with Chris Buescher. He's the truth at these road courses, one of the best. And, you know, Nemechek's solid, but just I think Buescher's got him beat there. Christopher Bell and Ross Chastain. Again, not touching Christopher Bell with a 10-foot pole. I have no idea what's going on there. Ross Chastain gets the nod for me. Byron over Stenhouse. I'm not even entertaining that idea. Unless Byron obviously has an issue, which he has tended to have. Larson and Herbst. Shane Van Gisbergen and Ryan Preece.
What was your pick on Larson and Herbst?
Yeah.
Kyle Larson. Shane Van Gisbergen, Ryan Preece. No, I'm just kidding. Shane Van Gisbergen. And then Ryan Blaney and Josh Berry.
So I can't say we're the same on this one.
Okay. I think I know where we differ.
We're going to start off Denny Hamlin, Ty Dillon. We got Denny Hamlin. Eric Jones, Joey Logano. I took Eric Jones. Joey Logano sucks. Chris Buescher, John Hunter Nemechek. As you mentioned, Chris Buescher is one of the best here at Sonoma. I've got Chris Buescher. Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain. I actually took Christopher Bell. We've seen him be good at road courses before. He's also in a Toyota. We just talked about how bad Trackhouse has been this year, especially Ross. William Byron.
You do remember about his wrist, though, right?
He'll be all right. I did forget about that.
Bull checked it out. His wrist's fine.
Yep. He went to Dr. Bull, told him he's good. William Byron, Ricky Stenhouse. We got William Byron, Kyle Larson, Riley Herbst, Kyle Larson, SVG, Ryan Preece, SVG, and Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry, Ryan Blaney.
All right. I like it. All right. So for my other side of the bracket, starting off with round one, I got Denny Hamlin in this one. I mean, even though road courses have not necessarily been his wheelhouse, I mean, I feel like that he's improving at them. I mean, he's putting together solid top 10, top 15 finishes. And I mean, just the way Ty Dillon's looked this year, I don't think we're going to see a Cinderella run out of the driver of the number 10 car like we did last year. So I got faith in Denny Hamlin this weekend in wine country. And then I got Eric Jones over Joey Logano because I'm a Legacy fan and I want to see Legacy do some great things and advance hopefully deep in this bracket. And then I got Chris Buescher over John Hunter Nemechek. I mean, like you guys mentioned, I mean, he's one of the best at road courses. And I feel like with those skills, he's going to get past John Hunter Nemechek. And then I got Christopher Bell over Ross Chastain. I mean, even though Ross has put together a couple of top 10 finishes the last couple of weeks, I mean, he got a 7th last week in San Diego. But even though Bell does have that broken wrist, which I am a little bit nervous about, I feel like that he'll be just fine. I feel like there's not really a whole lot of shifting at Sonoma compared to all the other road courses. So I'm going to take Bell in this one. And then I got William Byron over Ricky Stenhouse easily. And then I got the hometown kid, Kyle Larson, over Riley Herbst. Even though Riley, he's been strong the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's putting together consistent top 15, top 20 finishes. But when you go to Sonoma, it's Kyle Larson. And then I got Shane Van Gisbergen over Ryan Preece. So no debate there. Unless if he gets wrecked out, that's the only way Preece will advance. So I feel like SVG, he's going to survive this weekend, and he's going to get her done over Ryan Preece. And then my last one. What? What was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's been a long day, Ben.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I got Ryan Blaney over Josh Berry.
All right. And then that brings us to round two, left side. We'll keep it left and right for this one, then we'll just go rounds after this. Left side, we got we all have the same thing. So Tyler Reddick and Austin Cindric. I have Tyler Reddick in this one. We're at Chicagoland. I'm pretty confident. And I think even though Reddick maybe only raced once there, I feel like he's still going to be just fine, at least in the Cup Series. Daniel Suarez and Zane Smith. I'm going Daniel Suarez. Just that 7 car has been a lot faster on the ovals than the 38. Ford's in a down year, and Suarez is on an up year for sure. Maybe one of the more impressive runs of his career. So give me Suarez, AJ Allmendinger, and Ty Gibbs. I'm taking Ty Gibbs. He's also just hot, and Allmendinger doesn't quite have the same speed that the Toyotas have. There's just a little difference there. So give me Ty Gibbs. And then lastly for this side, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell. Yeah, give me Chase Elliott on this one.
Let's see. Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric. I've got Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, Zane Smith. I took Zane Smith on this one. And it's purely my hatred for Suarez. AJ Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs. Give me the Toyotas all day. You'll notice a trend here.
Yep.
Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott. Give me Chase Elliott.
All right. I like it. All right. So in my next one, heading into Chicagoland, I got Tyler Reddick and Austin Cindric. So I'm gonna take Tyler Reddick in this one. I mean, obviously, mile and a half track, can't ignore Reddick at those types of tracks, and plus Toyota's been strong. And my next one, Suarez versus Zane Smith. I got Suarez in this one. I feel like he's going to have the edge going into the Windy City, so give me Suarez. Then I got Dinger versus Ty Gibbs. I got Ty Gibbs in this one. I mean, Toyota, they just been strong, so I'm going to take 54 Gibbs. And then McDowell over Elliott, or excuse me, I got Chase Elliott over Michael McDowell.
Had the gun ready to go. Round number 2 on the right side, I have Joey Logano versus Ty Dillon. I have Joey Logano doing what Joey Logano does best and advance through playoffs. And then Chris Buescher and Ross Chastain. I have Chris Buescher getting a top 10, which is something Chastain can't sniff at an oval. And then Byron, and actually he can sniff it. He's pretty good at being that 10 to 15 range, but he can't get it. William Byron and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson has just been a better William Byron this year. And then Shane Van Gisbergen and Ryan Blaney. I will take Ryan Blaney because there are no right turns at Chicagoland.
I got Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones. Give me Denny Hamlin. Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell. Give me Christopher Bell and the Toyota. William Byron, Kyle Larson. Like you mentioned, give me Kyle Larson in that one. And SVG, Ryan Blaney. Give me Ryan Blaney.
All right. So on the other side, I got Denny Hamlin versus Eric Jones. I mean, I hope Legacy makes a run, but I feel like Denny Hamlin is going to advance. I mean, when you go to a mile and a half track, you can't ignore driver 11. Has been strong at him all year. So I think Denny Hamlin gets by Eric Jones. And then I got Chris Buescher and Christopher Bell. I mean, I was going back and forth on this one, but I just feel like with Bell's wrist injury, I think that Chris Buescher is going to advance. So I got the 17. And then I got William Byron and Kyle Larson. I'm going to go Kyle Larson on this one. I feel like he's been better than William Byron, so I'm going to take the 5, and he's been turning it on the last couple of weeks. And even though Shane Van Gisbergen is improving at the mile and a half, so just ovals in general, but I feel like Ryan Blaney is going to advance over SVG. So.
All right, on to round 3. This one will be held at Echo Park Speedway. Anything can happen. Thankfully, it's not race 1 or race 2 like it was last year. At least we're pretty far to where there's only one upset I have left, but I actually have Daniel Suarez upsetting Tyler Reddick at Echo Park. Echo Park has been one of Suarez's better tracks recently, and he's just honestly an underrated super speedway driver. And I think he is going to knock off Reddick, who is obviously he won at Echo Park earlier this year. I don't see lightning striking twice, and especially at Echo Park. So give me Daniel Suarez there, and making it to the Final Four. That is Daniel Suarez. And then Ty Gibbs versus Chase Elliott. I'm going to take Chase Elliott, just the better super speedway driver, but obviously you can just go either way. And then Joey Logano and Chris Buescher. I have Joey Logano making my Final Four because what does Joey Logano do best? Advance in the playoffs, and that's exactly what he's going to do here. And he will go ahead and face his teammate Ryan Blaney, who we know Penske has bad, fast super speedway cars at least, and Larson has a super speedway. We don't even have to say. So give me my final four of Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney, and then Daniel Suarez and Chase Elliott. A Chevy, Ford. No Toyotas for me.
I've got Tyler Reddick, Zane Smith. Give me the winner for the race that we were in attendance of this year, Tyler Reddick. Then I got Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott. Give me Chase Elliott in that one. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney. So I have Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott on the left side, and Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney on the right side.
All right. So I got Tyler Reddick versus Daniel Suarez. I mean, this is another matchup that I was going back and forth with, but I mean, Reddick, he obviously won at Atlanta earlier this year, like you guys, or like Colton mentioned. And Suarez is definitely an underrated super speedway racer, but yeah, lightning's not going to strike twice, just like Colton said. So I'm going to take the 7 of Daniel Suarez. And then my next one, I got Ty Gibbs versus Chase Elliott. I mean, I feel like Chase Elliott, he definitely has the advantage on super speedways compared to Ty Gibbs. So I'm going to take the hometown kid to advance. And then I got Denny Hamlin and Chris Buescher. I think I'm going to take Chris Buescher in this one. I just feel really good about the 17 and the run that they're on right now, and they're going to continue to be consistent. So I feel like they're going to advance over Denny Hamlin. And then I got Larson versus Ryan Blaney. I mean, when you go to the super speedway, you can't ignore Blaney. So I feel like he's going to advance over Larson. So I got my final four: Suarez, Elliott, Buescher, and Ryan Blaney.
All right. So me and Ben have a pretty similar final four here. Let's go ahead and give our final four and then go ahead and pick our champion here. So I'll go first. Daniel Suarez versus Chase Elliott. The final four will be held. They need to just trademark that, or they can't trademark that. But yeah, actually, they couldn't call it Final Four. I'm sorry. But I will call it Final Four. It will be held at North Wilkesboro. Chase Elliott's pretty good at those short tracks. Give me Chase Elliott to knock out Daniel Suarez. And then Ryan Blaney versus Joey Logano. Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano are in the same equipment. Blaney has probably beaten him. Well, actually, I can look up the stat right here. Blaney has beaten him 12 times this year. So I think Ryan Blaney will go ahead and do that just one more time at North Wilkesboro, a short track where he has dominated in this sport recently. He's been wanting to get back to one of these. It's been a minute. So, yeah, that sets up my championship of Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney at Indianapolis. And I toss and turn on this one, two of my favorite drivers in the championship here. I'll actually point out that Chinry had the same exact championship as me, different Final Four, but same exact championship. He also picked Ryan Blaney, who I will pick. And I think about it. It feels like Blaney is about to turn a corner and gets rattle off some wins. And I think this tournament is going to be just the thing Blaney needed. So give me Ryan Blaney to be your NASCAR in-season challenge, brought to you by TNT Sports, champion.
I have Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott on the left side, and Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney on the right side. This is where the Tyler Reddick luck runs out. Give me Chase Elliott to advance to the championship and verse off against Denny Hamlin, who beats Ryan Blaney. And at Indianapolis, give me Denny Hamlin getting the victory for your in-season challenge winner.
All right. So the left side going into North Wilkesboro, it's Daniel Suarez versus Chase Elliott. And as much as Suarez, both these guys have been consistent this year, but I feel like on a short track, I think Chase Elliott's going to have the advantage. I feel like he's a great short track racer. So I got Elliott advancing to the championship. And then on the right side, I got Chris Buescher versus Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney, another great short track racer, and a couple Fords going at it, but I feel like Blaney will advance over Chris Buescher. And then my championship race at the Brickyard 400, it's Elliott versus Blaney. And I feel like Ryan Blaney is going to get the championship over Chase Elliott. So I got him as my 2026 NASCAR in-season tournament champion. Excuse me.
And the beauty of it all is that this will probably end up looking completely different when it's all done. So that's the exciting part. It's that March Madness thing where you got all of these reasons and it all makes sense, and then you get to week 3 and you're like, why did I ever think that? So excited. I really love this. This is one of the favorite things I think NASCAR's done in this kind of newer era, because I'm a March Madness nut, and I think this absolutely fills that void for me. I need to tell Garrett to do this because I know he likes some March Madness. But anyways, let's go ahead and move along very quickly to our Fast Five. I knew that was going to take up time, so let's get to it here. Setting it up all for Sonoma. I'll let you take it away, Bull.
Yeah, so I suck at this game. I got my
Chenry picked for you last week.
Yeah, it didn't matter. I had one. He picked 1-2 for me, and they take each other out. So it doesn't matter who picks for me. Last week, Colton ended up scoring the most points with 53 at Sonoma. Ben had 41, and I rounded up the bottom with 11. So go into the total scores. You can guess who's at the bottom. That's me with 508 points, Colton with 617, and Ben with 698. So how I do this is take the DraftKings salaries and put them in order, divide them into 5 groups. We do a snake-style draft, and you get points for finishing in the top 20. So I'm going to take the number 1 pick this week and give me SVG. He's not crashing out 2 weeks in a row. That one's pretty simple.
Yep.
Fair enough. Ben, would you like the second or third pick?
I will go second pick this week. So, I mean, yeah, Bull, like you mentioned, I don't see SVG crashing out 2 weeks in a row, but I feel like out of everybody on this list, I mean, definitely a lot of road course ringers, but I'm going to take the 5 of Kyle Larson. I mean, I feel like he's been turning the corner the last couple months. I mean, he's showing up with great speed at the racetrack. I mean, he's out front leading laps. And even though the last road course we were at, Watkins Glen, I mean, that was just a bad race for Hendrick in general. But I feel like going into wine country, they put that behind them. And I feel like Larson, he's going to be one of the cars to beat. So I got the 5 of Kyle Larson this week.
Connor Zilic is just dangling there, begging me. He's like a little fish bait right up here trying to.
I mean, he's shown speed, just running into bad luck.
We all know, but is the bad luck going to run out? He's a rookie. Like that's what rookies are made for, is bad luck. I think I am going to go. I'm not going to go with Tyler Reddick. This is actually probably his worst road course. Top 5 incoming from Tyler Reddick, by the way. I am going to go ahead and take Chris Buescher, old reliable. Actually, scratch that. I'm going Michael McDowell. That's my final answer. I'll go Michael McDowell because he's also reliable at these road courses, and he has a better average finish at these road courses than Chris Buescher. So let me take, at least since 2023. So give me Michael McDowell. I'm going to rock with him and in his consistency. And then I'm going to swing for the reason I was really happy. I got the 3rd overall pick. Give me Chase Elliott in the Group 2. 4.0 average finish. He's really the only other person. He is the only person in the last 3 races to finish top 5 in each of them. So I'm looking for him to continue that streak this weekend.
All right. I like it. All right. So I think I am going to go with the tough decision just looking at this group, but I'm going to take the 12. I'm going to take the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. I mean, when you go to, I see Bulls excited, but I mean, when you go to a road course, guys, I mean, you definitely can't ignore Ryan Blaney. I mean, I feel like he's a great road course racer, and I feel like that 12 group, they've been consistent like they usually are, and I don't see what's going to be different going into wine country. So give me the 2023 Cup Series champion.
So we've talked about how much this guy sucks this year.
That's what I found it interesting.
Maybe it was a setup. Give me the one of Ross Chastain. SVG's teammates going to win this race. Ross Chastain has an average running position of 10.8 here uh, in the Cup Series. So give me Ross Chastain. And then to start off Group 3, this is another easy one for me. I may be shooting myself in the foot with these last two picks, but give me Alex Bowman. Alex.
All right, yeah, you're right. I see why you're so low. I'm starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
But hey,
All right.
do your
So
thing.
my next, oh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Your turn.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
All right. So, man, tough list right here. I mean, I think, man, sorry guys, it's a tough decision, but I think I'm just gonna say screw it and give me the 11 of Denny Hamlin. I mean, I feel somewhat confident about him this weekend. I mean, even though road courses haven't been his best, but he's turning it around. I mean, he's getting consistent top 15 finishes. So, and I feel like I said, I feel somewhat good about it. But give me the 11 this week, wild card.
I wasn't going Hamlin, but I feel like this is such. Sonoma is the one race a year I always miss, even though it appears this may be the first time I get to watch Sonoma. It's like that one race that I just always have something the day that Sonoma happens to happen. But it does look open for the Sunday, so we'll see. But so I don't really get a vibe of who's consistently good at this track. And I'm just looking at these. I just feel like the average finish is leading me astray here. I'm looking at Ryan Preece. He's got the best of anybody left. But then, you look at I'm just going to go with Ryan Preece. He had a really strong showing at San Diego. Got caught up in something. I forget which one that was, but he had a really good showing. I think he's going to run well. Not better than SVG like he needs to in the tournament, but I think he'll hopefully snag out a top 10 and get back on the right track in the points. That brings us to group number 4. I realize we haven't even been listing off the names in these, but it's okay. It's late. Riley Herbst, Austin Hill, Austin Cindric, Todd Gilliland, Brad Keselowski, John Hunter Nemechek, and Austin Dillon. I'm actually going to take the other RFK member. Give me Brad Keselowski. He actually has a really good average finish here in the next gen era, 13.3. However he's gotten there, I'll take it. This is one track that has been Brad Keselowski actually used to be a pretty decent road course driver until we got to the next gen. I remember a lot of battles at Watkins Glen. This is the one of two tracks he's been racing at since day one. He probably knows it like the back of his hand. So I'll take a leap on Brad Keselowski because really you look at the rest of this group and I don't see anybody really on the radar.
Yep. All right. Good pick. Good pick. So my next pick, I think I'm just gonna take give me the 2 car of Austin Cindric. He had a good showing at Watkins Glen, so I feel like with that data that they have, I feel like they bring that into wine country, and I feel like he's due to get a good result because the last couple of weeks have not been necessarily kind to the 2 group, and I feel like going into Sonoma, I think I got faith that they're gonna put together a solid result. So I'm gonna take the 2 car Cindric.
I'm going to take Austin Hill. Solely based on he's going to get the extra laps, he's going to get the extra feel of the track racing in the O'Reilly race. So give me Austin Hill. Group 5, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Noah Gragson, Cole Custer, Josh Berry, Ty Dillon, and Cody Ware. I'm going to take Cole Custer with a average running position of 20.5. So hopefully catch some breaks here. Give me Cole Custer.
All right. I like it. All right. I mean, just looking at this list, I mean, obviously a tough decision, but I think I'm gonna go with Eric Jones. I mean, not necessarily the best road course racer per se, but I mean, he got a solid top 20, I believe, last week at San Diego, and I believe he had a top 20 at Watkins Glen, if I can remember. But yeah, I'm gonna ride with Legacy Motor Club this week, and hopefully, Eric Jones continues that run. I mean, he's been a top 10 driver the last couple weeks, so we'll see what happens in wine country. But I'll be cheering on Jones, of course. But yeah, that is my group.
I'll give me Ty Dillon because for some reason he finishes in front of Denny Hamlin, so that should equal a good finish.
Cool, I like it.
And then go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So we also do a O'Reilly Series winner pick. If you get this right, you get 10 bonus points. Ben, Colton, do you want to start it off?
I'll let Ben go.
All right. Yeah, I'll start us off. I mean, 4 drivers that I'm really keeping an eye on this weekend. I mean, of course, Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zillage. I mean, we're definitely going to get that battle like we usually do at these road courses on Saturdays. But don't ignore Austin Hill and don't ignore Brent Cruz. But I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, guys, I'm going to have a little fun with this one. I think I'm going to go with the 19 of Brent Cruz. I mean, I picked him last week. Unfortunately, didn't get the win. But, I mean, I know when you go to a road course race, you think of Connor Zillage, you think of Shane Van Gisbergen, but Brent Cruz can actually compete with these guys. I mean, he's proven that he can go up against the best of the best. I mean, we saw it at a variety of these races this year, battling with Cup drivers. So I feel like this is going to be the weekend. He's going to break through to get his first career win in the O'Reilly Series. And plus, he's below the cutoff line going into this race. And I feel like he can use one of those wins to try to get into the playoffs as the regular season is starting to wind down. So give me the 19 of Brent Cruz.
Brent Cruz has certainly shown he can compete with Cup Series talent at the Xfinity Series, O'Reilly Series level. However, he has not proven that he can compete with Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zillage at a road course. He can do that this weekend. I'm not saying he can't. I'm not going to bet on it. I'm going to go ahead and rock with, I guess, SVG for the sweep. Yeah, I mean, it's really a coin flip. Whichever one has the most luck in that race, like whoever starts in front of them. So, like, I'd say it goes either way. I'm not trying to diss Cruz. I'm just saying there's levels to competing with Kyle Larson at Bristol and competing with SVG at a road course. And Zillage is the only one that's proved he can do that at the O'Reilly Series level.
Yeah. So I was taking whichever one of those two you didn't take.
I figured as much.
Take SVG, give me Zillage. I think it's pretty simple. Them two, the class of the field on the O'Reilly Series at road courses.
You know, Cruz led 32 laps at Watkins Glen when Van Gisbergen and Zillage were in the field. So,
but did he win?
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he won though.
Well, no, we didn't. But no, he did not.
I think we found our next showing flashes guy.
Yeah, Ben's just spamming the Brent Cruz until he finally gets that first win, which he will get his first win within the next month or so.
Yeah.
So it's a good strat, but I'm just not picking it at Sonoma. So, and you realize now that we've said all this shit, Brent Cruz is already a lock. Like I'm going on DraftKings and betting it right now. Like it's an automatic lock. Anytime we make any sort of gesture towards Ben's takes, it ends up being Ben's right. So congratulations, and let's go ahead and move along to the wrap up of the show because I'm ready to go to bed. Thank you all for listening. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, comment down below your guys' thoughts, who y'all got winning this weekend. What do you think of our teams? Let us know your guys' in-season tournament brackets, and be sure to join our group. I'll put a link down below in the description to join our group on NASCAR if you guys want to be able to compare to our brackets that you just listened to us fill out. And without further ado, See you guys. Oh, follow us on Twitter at SlideJobX. Follow me at Cole. No, that's the other Twitter. Follow me at LFC__99. Follow Ben at Ben Miller PXP. Follow Bull at Bull_A1818. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.